It's hard to imagine from here. A war raging on the other side of the world. Easier from the safety of this Edmonton hospital to feel removed from it. But one of these doctors has made a life-saving choice to make Syria's war zone his battleground, every moment of every day.
I want to help them on daily basis, on hourly basis, on minute basis. They need my help, I'm available. Yeah, so...
Dr. Mahir Sakour is a critical care neurologist at Alberta Health Services.
Mr. Greenok, how are you again? Good, doing well? Yeah, we just check the reflex.
He specializes in helping people recover from strokes and other nerve damage.
Very good. It's going to take probably, I would say, 4 to 6 weeks of inpatients rehab.
Canada is his home, but his mind is never far away from the one he left behind. And never far away from this. Syria is in the throes of a devastating revolution. The UN calls it the worst humanitarian crisis of the century. Nearly 100,000 people have been killed, countless injured. Like many Canadian doctors of Syrian descent, Sakour has risked his own life to go there on medical missions. But he's one of the few who couldn't let go. The injured children haunted him the most. Especially the little ones, left paralyzed or with nerve damage after being caught in the crossfire.
Wow, bravo, 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 bravo. I ask myself, how come I didn't cry when I was there? And the reason, I knew the reason, because there is no time to cry there. You know what I'm saying? And there is it's not the right time to cry for them, to cry there. Okay, bravo, Yamin. MashaAllah. You need to provide them with energy, like just encourage them, and they will encourage you. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. When we leave, I swear sometimes in the plane, I spend all the plane just crying.
It was on one of those emotional trips back to Canada that Sakour vowed to keep helping, to always be on call, even when he's thousands of kilometers away. So he and 4 other doctors in North America decided to create a virtual front line. Determined even from such a distance to get into a war zone, to treat the wounded and to support a devastated medical system.
Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
حياك الله. كيفك أخي دكتور عبد القادر?
It's a simple yet remarkably effective idea to deliver healthcare across countries and time zones 24 hours a day.
الفكرة هو شو حيعمل؟ حيرجع على تورنتو.
On this morning, Sakour calls a rehab center he helped open on the border of Syria. He uses a Skype line to offer a lifeline.
نقدر نشوف الصورة؟ نقدر نشوف الصورة؟ Always when you are there, you leave there, you feel your hand tight. There's nothing to do. Your people's dying, you know, massacre after massacre, and nothing can be done. You know, the minute I'm Skyping with the patients, seeing patients, saving lives, I feel I did something. هلا خليه يعمل قبضة، خليه يعمل قبضة.
This man's arm was crushed when his home was bombarded in an airstrike.
لأنه مشان تساعد على العضلات.
He's one of hundreds Sakour has helped treat since the Telen network was set up in January.
Bravo, 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 bravo.
It's just a fraction of the people who need help.
We have over 50,000 injured, disabled patients. If there's no team to assess them there, there's no surgeons going there to treat them, you can imagine what we will end up. We'll end up with a huge mortality, huge morbidity. خلينا نعمل له فحص لإيده هلا للعصب.
For security reasons, we can't show you any faces or use any real names.
This is ICU in the field hospital.
And we can't say where 4 makeshift ICU centers Sakour also connects to are located.
As you see cameras, this is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the laptop that joins with the council at the north of America can observe the ICU to consult us about the cases of patients.
They are clandestine because they are targets for government forces. It's why the moral support is often as critical as the care itself. So can you ask Dr. Cotter how he feels about the fact that you're helping him?
دكتور عبد القادر شو شعورك إنه أنا عم ساعدك؟
مثل ما حكينا الحقيقه شعور كثير كويس يعني هو
He's very extremely satisfied, extremely happy. He feels that he is not left behind, and he feels the country is not left behind.
That sense of abandonment is real. In Aleppo alone, Syria's largest city, of the 5,000 doctors who worked there before the war, only 36 remain. The majority of Syria's hospitals and clinics have been destroyed. Most of the ambulances gone too.
It's catastrophic. There's no other way to explain it.
Milaz Sabai is with the Syrian Expatriates Organization, which funds the telehealth project. He spends hours every day monitoring the crisis in Syria.
You can imagine, a city of over 1 million people, 36 doctors, these specialized skills that a lot of the doctors have are now no longer there. So this tele-ICU project, the idea is to actually, install monitoring equipment and cameras so doctors on the ground here can actually communicate with the doctors there and kind of guide them through the work that they're doing and provide them those skills so that they can attend to people in a capacity that they otherwise wouldn't be. So it's so important. It can't be understated.
There is a sense among Syrians here that the humanitarian crisis has been eclipsed by the political one. The community in Canada is trying to raise money to help.
We're here to help fund medical aid, and that's kind of the basic principles, and I think we kind of lose sight of that.
That's important to, first of all, to help the people on ground in Syria, and then to reflect on what's the reality of what's happening in Syria to the Canadian public.
Sakour flew in from Edmonton to tell people about his project.
The project which we have been doing is a telemedicine, teleneurology, and tele-ICU.
He estimates at least 50 lives have been saved, and he wants to expand the network to 100 specialists from around the world to save more. He's here to ask people for their help.
Imagine this is your daughter, or this is your son. Imagine this is your mother, your father. How do you feel? And I convey my feeling to them. That's the best way I would say. I convey my feeling to them. And if I can let them feel how I feel, I will succeed.
It is a daunting task to keep trying to make a difference. But there's no doubting Sakour's optimism.
حياكم الله. He said that we'll see you in Syria.
Or his commitment to making even the smallest one.
The sense of the tear of the drop in the lake, remember? Yeah. And how much might do an impact, or create an impact. By dropping in the lakes and create circle behind circle behind circle. You might think this drop didn't do anything, but you don't know how much it did. When you go there and see the impact of that drop, that's what I meant. It has a huge impact.
Joanna Rumiliotis, CBC News, Edmonton.